Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Miguel. Today I'm going to show you how you can turn any 2D image into a 3D asset using Claude. Let me break it down for you. Now, we're going to be using this GitHub repo, which is called image23gs. Now, what it does is it allows you to take a picture or multiple pictures of a single item, you give it to AI, and the AI is going to build from zero that equivalent image in 3D. So we do have a showcase right here that's going to be linked down in the description so you can see what you're capable of doing. Now, of course, it is not going to give you 100% photorealistic copies of the 2D image that you get, but as you can see, we are getting very, very close to having reusable 3D assets. Now, the more you give images to this repo, the more precise it will actually be. On top of this, it doesn't even use anything that Claude cannot use by default. What does that mean? This repo simply contains a single skill that is used by AI to be able to build those assets. And quite frankly, they're just amazing. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking this GitHub repo. We're going to be giving the link to Claude. Then we're going to ask it what's actually inside of that GitHub repo. So for this, you actually have to use Claude Code. And then we're going to give it a sample image like this one, for example. So I'm simply going to copy this image right here. I'm going to click on copy image. And now we're going to go directly into Claude. So first things first, we're going to ask Claude what's inside of this GitHub repo. Hey Claude, what's inside of this GitHub repo? You don't even need to have a GitHub account. So this repository, which is pretty much just a Google Drive in fancy terms, contains everything that you need, and it's also public. So no need for an account. It's available to everyone. I highly recommend you actually give a star to this repo because quite frankly, this skill is incredibly useful. And this is the first iteration of this type of skill that we have. I'm confident that in the next 3 to 6 months, we will see more and more capacities from these models to be able to generate 3D assets. Now, let's give it a couple of seconds so it actually reads what it says, and I'll come back to you. And we're back. So as you can see, it tells us that it's the demo gallery. Every 3D model is built entirely using AI, so no assets are generated whatsoever. So now the simple thing that we're going to do is we're going to give it an image and we're going to ask Claude to use the skill. Please use this skill and also anything that you can find inside of that repo to recreate this image into a 3D asset. What's fantastic is that on top of simply generating 3D assets, you're able to combine image generation models with this skill. That means that if you actually create, let's say, for example, a game and you want it to be really, really, really themed, so following some type of artistic direction that you want, you can simply create all of those 2D assets, create multiple views from the same object, and then give it all to Claude, and it will create those 3D sprites for you. Now, it's gonna actually take a couple of minutes to be able to create this. So it's a skill that's very slow. You do have to count between 10 to 20 minutes per generation of asset. Of course, you can also combine them with multiple sub agents, but by nature, it's very slow. So I'm gonna cut the video here and I'm gonna come back to you. Now, it's not quite yet done, as you can see, but we already have a lot of elements from the single image that is sent. So what this actually does is it really decomposes the image into multiple elements and then it starts extracting each and every single section. So as you can see, it really puts together the 3D object one piece at a time. It's working with only geometries. It's not using anything else other than tubes, circles, ellipses, things like that. Now, it did take a lot more time than I initially expected. So we're nearly at the 50-minute mark, but right now we are using Opus 5 on high settings. So this might also be part of the reason why it's taking so long. And if you actually use objects that are more geometrical, so let's say, for example, boxes, chests, barrels, it takes a lot less time. Now, this is not yet done, so I'm going to come back to you when it actually finishes. This is also part of why this skill is so insane. So you see the level of detail that it's actually able to achieve. It's analyzing each section of the bike that is being created via 3D to actually find all of the imperfections. So right here on the left, as you can see, we have the handlebar that's actually being treated right now by Claude. On the right, it was actually rendering the wheel of the bike to actually put in all of the necessary lines in here. It's a very complex 3D model, so that's why it's actually taking so long. But I'm gonna come back to you for a third time. And we're back. So as you can see, right now we have a working 3D model of the bicycle that we actually just shared. Here we have a side-by-side comparison between the reference image and the 3D model. Remember that we created this with a single image. We didn't even use 2, 3, 4, or up to 12 images that you can use for this skill. And as you can see, we already have a level of similarity that's incredible. Now, on top of that, if I scroll down a bit, here we have an overlay of the two images showing you how they compare. This is what actually Claude used to build this. We built this 3D model using Opus 5, and we only use one reference image. Here, as you can see, we have the working 3D model, which is created 100% using code. So that means that if I want to make any changes to this specific model, I can do it on the spot using Claude. If I want to change colors, if I want to change even the material that this is built out of, if I want to change the diameter of any part of this bike, I can do it. And the quality of the models that you create actually goes up exponentially with the amount of images that you provide. So don't hesitate to give 5, 10, 15 images of the object that you want to create with many different viewpoints, because what Claude is doing in the back is exactly that. It's literally taking as many viewpoints as possible and then just creating this 3D model using it. Now, the possibilities of hardware creation will soon be amazing with the models that we're using now, Opus 5, Fable 5, GPT 5.6 Sol, Kimi K3. Within the next year or so, we'll be able to replicate or create new 3D models that will be able to just pop into 3D printers very, very easily. Now, please go ahead and check this repo out. I don't remember the name of the guy, but I highly recommend you leave him a star because what he built is absolutely unbelievable. This is the first time that I see a skill like this. You don't need anything other than your Claude subscription or your favorite AI subscription to be able to build photorealistic 3D models from here on out. On top of that, I actually recommend you use it with any object that you have laying around. Take a few images, take the link that I'm going to leave in the description down below and simply give it to your AI, tell it to read what's in there, and then use the skill for your images. Now, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Go ahead, start trying out 3D generated models using Claude or any other AI whatsoever, because right now there's going to be a huge, huge spike in the quality that we're going to be getting out. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you.